Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Grand Arena, where a spectacular competition is about to unfold. The stage has been set, and the crowd is buzzing with excitement. From fifth graders to freshmen, there are countless spectators gathered here. Academic credits. They are of utmost importance and incredibly difficult to obtain. There are various ways to earn them: contributing to the Martial Academy, completing tasks at the Academy, creating your own techniques, and submitting them to the school's martial arts library, personally hunting down criminals wanted by local authorities, personally defeating guardians in the main hall, personally killing any villains from the orthodox sects of the only true religion, personally acquiring rare treasures and handing them over, personally hunting monsters' cores, starting from level 5, being among the top 100 students each season. No point awarded if you're consistently in the top 10 for 4 seasons, or advancing in rank during exams. It's essentially telling the students, strive hard. Every method of earning academic credits requires great effort. However, spending these credits is quite simple. They can be used for food, clothing, cultivation, and even deducted for damaging academy facilities. So, the academic credits at Bayou Martial Academy have always been a source of pain for every student. It's not just difficult, it's truly challenging. Now, with this opportunity to gain credits without much effort, how could one not seize it? Especially those who lost out in previous years are eager to try their luck again. Amidst the astonished gazes of the new students and the accustomed glances of the older ones, several academy instructors emerge carrying tables and quickly set up betting stations. There are also detailed introductions to the top 100 freshmen outside, complete with pictures and text to help students consider whom to bet on. But the information provided is quite basic. Fong Che, Wachurin, Ding Jiran, their ages, backgrounds, admission rankings, and the number of points earned this time are listed. However, there's no mention of their cultivation levels, weapons, or martial skills. In other words, it all comes down to luck. But numerous analysis experts have already begun analyzing, with most people focusing on the top 10, or 3 contenders. Some, however, are looking within the top 20, hoping for an upset. Betting on the top 3 pays 1:3 odds, while betting on anyone beyond the top 10 pays 10:. This makes a huge difference. If someone manages to hit the jackpot with a dark horse, they won't have to worry about academic credits throughout their entire time at the Academy. Instant wealth. The Academy itself is hosting a gambling event. Fong Che was truly amazed by this, seeing his name prominently displayed as a top contender. He couldn't help but feel amused. His reputation for cheating through cunning tricks had clearly spread far and wide. Just as he was observing, he sensed someone standing next to him. Turning around, he saw a deputy. Headmaster Huang Yifan. "Good day, Headmaster." Huang Yifan patted his shoulder meaningfully and said, "Take it easy." Then he disappeared into the crowd. What did he mean? As the first match began, all eyes were on Fong Che. With a black shadow flickering, golden light shimmered like stars, and he gracefully stood on the stage. The sun rose in the east, casting its rays upon him, making him appear like a jade-like youth, tall and dignified. His brows were sharp like swords, his gaze piercing like knives, his facial features distinct and handsome, exuding a transcendent aura. He seemed to be walking out from amidst the radiant light, as if stepping onto the stage from the heavens themselves. All the students watched eagerly as Fong Che took center stage, captivating everyone's attention. Even the female students felt a flutter in their hearts when they caught sight of him, as if something had struck them deeply. He scanned the crowd, searching for familiar faces. Kong Zijin, unexpectedly, had made it into the top 100, which surprised him. But after scanning the area, he didn't see Kong Zijin. Instead, he spotted Wei Zihao. He paused momentarily. Wei Zihao looked more spirited now, slightly thinner, but Fong Che sensed. Something different about him. Darker, perhaps, with a gloomy air about his face. Before he could ponder further, it was time for self-introductions. Esteemed teachers, seniors, juniors, and fellow classmates, Fong Che greeted politely, bowing. Respectfully, my name is Fong Che. Fong stands for squareness and Che means thoroughness. My family named me thus, hoping that I would become a gentleman of integrity, steadfast in my principles. He chuckled sheepishly. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly a perfect gentleman. As we get to know each other better, please don't let my name deceive you. Laughter erupted from below, mostly from female students. Someone even shouted, I'd be happy to be deceived by you. More laughter followed. On stage, Fong Che smiled bashfully. I have many flaws, a bad temper, and some character defects. I tend to take advantage of situations rather than suffer losses. After listing his shortcomings, he added seriously, and I'm usually quiet, sparing with words, somewhat reclusive. I hope that all of you, my senior and junior brothers and sisters, will bear with me. Quiet, economical with words, reclusive, below. Many people burst into laughter once again. They found him handsome, graceful, and charmingly humorous. But as they interacted with him over the next 5 years, they gradually realized that everything he said during his introduction was true. That realization left a lasting impression. On the other side of the stage, Lin Ziqing had also leaped onto the platform, wearing a green robe and standing tall and handsome. But compared to Fong Che, he felt distinctly uncomfortable. It was like placing a brick next to a pearl. The contrast was too stark. So he moved 3 steps away from Fong Che, still feeling too close, and took another step back. Realizing he was almost at the edge of the stage, he stopped. Esteemed teachers, everyone. Before he could finish, a burst of laughter erupted from below. Some people laughed so hard tears streamed down their faces. It was mainly due to Lin Ziqing's obvious reaction. Everyone understood why. Feeling embarrassed, Lin Ziqing turned red-faced and struggled to speak. Suddenly, a surge of anger welled up inside him. He glared at Fong Che, his eyes blazing with fury. Clenching his teeth, he thought, all because of you. Fong Che was taken aback. How quickly his anger shifted. Lin Ziqing, filled with rage, opened his mouth to say something. Fong Che simply stepped aside and gestured, please, Mr. Lin. Lin Ziqing's breath caught in his throat. His eyes bulged with anger as he drew his sword and roared furiously. Fong Che, you're despicable and unscrupulous, winning first place through cheating. Today I, Lin Ziqing, will expose your true nature. Fong Che's expression showed reluctance as he earnestly replied, Mr. Lin, please don't shout so loudly. Reason doesn't lie in loudness, and there's no need to be so furious. Even without me, you would only be ranked 75th. Your anger seems misplaced, as if without me, you would have been the champion. Those words pierced Lin Ziqing's heart like a sharp needle. In an instant, his internal organs burned with rage. With a swift motion, Lin Ziqing lunged forward, his sword aimed directly at Fong Che. Fong Che dodged nimbly, saying sincerely, if Mr. Lin feels dissatisfied, then I apologize. I'm sorry for blocking your path to victory by securing first place. Without me, you would have been 74th. Truly, I am very sorry. I'll kill you, Lin Ziqing bellowed, veins protruding on his face as he exerted all his strength. Oh dear, Mr. Lin seems overly impulsive. We should cherish our friendship as classmates and avoid using such harsh words. It's not worth ruining your health over trivial matters. Fong Che said calmly before swiftly turning and pushing Lin Ziqing lightly. Standing at the edge of the stage, Lin Ziqing stumbled backward, unable to regain his balance. His sword remained extended, and he inadvertently lunged toward a 5th-year senior below. That senior, seemingly the leader of a group surrounded by many others, merely frowned without reacting. With a slap, someone nearby eagerly intervened, striking Lin Ziqing and sending him flying aside. Wiping his hand, he angrily declared, "Daring to attack our leader!" Lin Ziqing fainted on impact. Chaos ensued below as the announcer declared, "Number 1 wins." Fong Che bowed meticulously, expressing gratitude in all directions before gracefully descending from stage and disappearing from view. Having finished his match, he awaited the next round against 50 opponents. A hushed silence fell over the audience, both on and off the stage, as they reflected on what had transpired. Although Lin Ziqing was admittedly weaker, Fong Che didn't seem overwhelmingly stronger either. Many felt that the disparity in martial prowess wasn't significant. The greatest harm inflicted wasn't by Fong Che's palm strike, but rather by his words, which carried 10 times the destructive power of physical combat. Regardless of whether they were newcomers or veterans, male or female, everyone shared the same thought. This person may not have fully demonstrated their abilities yet, but there's no denying that their words pack a lethal punch.